uh, already the file handling is the most important one, and now this term on exam also, this is considered to be the most important topic. Okay, so kindly understand all the things. uh, you should note down all the importance of every function. Okay, function means that read function, write function, open function, close function, how to use every functions. Okay, so kindly note down all the things. So this is the file handling. Why we are going for file handling? Okay, this is the advantages. So that we are going for file handling to store data in an organized manner. Okay, for organized manner, then to store data permanently. So whatever the changes you do, it will be permanent, and output also stored in the files. Then to access the data is very faster, and you can search the data faster, and if you want to modify the data, you can modify it later. Okay, so for this purpose we are going for the file handling. And here some of the things, like what are the important operations we can do in a file handling. Okay, so opening a file, processing a file, like read and write operation or manipulation, appending, everything we can do with the files. Okay, finally after performing everything, we should close the file. You should know the importance of opening and closing the file. Okay, so in this chapter we are going to discuss only three types of files: text file, binary file, and CSV files. Okay, text files means everyone know that should contain only the characters, like alphabets, numbers, special characters like symbols, then white spaces or any other Unicode characters. Okay, everything will be possible in a text file, and the text file format will be file name dot txt. Okay, txt. So don't forget that extension, that is very very important. Okay, then the next format is binary file format. So in the binary file format we can store any kind of data. Okay, like text, or audio, video, images, any kind of data we can store it in a binary files. Okay, so you should remember about the difference between text file and a binary file. Then there is no particular extension for binary file. Okay, so all the file extensions are considered as a binary files. Even you can open text file as a binary file. Okay, so we know the access modes. While opening the file we can use the access modes, like R means that is you can use for text file, RB means that is a binary file format. Okay, so you can open the text file in a binary file format also. Okay, then the final type is CSV file, that we will discuss later. CSV means comma separated value. Okay, students understood up to this? Any doubts?
Sir. No, sir.
Yes. Yes, okay. So then
No,
next
sir.
one, the importance of opening and closing a file. Okay, so to do any operation in a file, first thing you should do is opening a file. Okay, first you have to open that file by mentioning the file name and the access mode. For what we are opening the file, whether we are using for a read or writing a data or appending a data. Okay, whatever you need, you can mention while opening a file. Okay, opening only will create a memory as well as memory space in the computer's memory. Okay, then only we can work. Then after completing all the process, okay, you should compulsorily close the file. Okay, because it will not lose any data while processing. And without closing means you may, there is a chance of losing the data, and you may have a very less amount of resources like memory spaces and other resources. Okay, so kindly close the file after finishing all the works. That will help you to get the entire content without any loss. Okay, then how to open the file? Okay, this is a syntax. So you can use any object here, any name. This is the identifier. Okay, then equal to open function. Open is the function, and inside you have to mention file name, access mode, and buffering value. Okay, so buffering is the optional one, you no need to use. Then file name means, so whatever the file you use, you should use the exact file name, that is a text file or binary file, use with the extension that should be enclosed in double quotes. Okay. Then access modes, there are different access modes for like read mode, write mode, append mode. Okay, these three are the basic modes, but using that three mode we can create six access modes for text file and six access modes for binary file. Okay, these are the 12 access modes. So kindly see, read means R. Okay, in a text file read means R plus means read and write. Okay, W you are specifying means that is for write mode. Then W plus means write and read. A means append mode. A plus means append and read. Okay, these six modes are applicable for binary also, but you should include B, the character. Okay, R will be used instead of here binary file, you have to use RB. Okay, for read and write you should use RB plus. Okay, like that everything will be included with the B character. Then you should definitely know the difference between write mode and append mode. Okay, write means writing in new data into the file. Appending means adding a data to the existing file. Okay, so these below two are the examples how to write the open function. Okay, so we have to open the file by using the program. We are writing the file, writing into the file using the program, reading from the file using the program. Not at all working any files manually. Okay, we are not doing anything manually, students. So kindly understand, we are doing everything by the help of program. Students understood? Opening a file?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
yes, very good. Then text file. Okay, we are going to start with the text file, the basic text file operations. Okay, opening a file, closing a file, everyone know. After that we can do read or write, then manipulation, then appending a data. Okay, opening a file, you know, that is we have to specify the file name, access mode, and the buffering value. Buffering is optional one, but file name, so if the program and the file is in the same location means you can just use the file name. Otherwise you have to use the entire path. Okay, or a relative path. That is, entire path also called as absolute path, and a relative path means any shorter location. Okay, like file name and the one parent directory is enough. Then closing a file, you easily know, just f dot close, that will close the particular file. Okay, so f is the object, you can use any other object, right? Then reading, writing, everything we will discuss now. Then before going to the program, we should know about the OS module. Okay, import OS, and here we discussed six functions, six methods in the OS module, like a rename function to rename the current file to the specified new file. Then remove function used to delete the file from the directory. Then mkdir, that is used to create a directory, make directory. Okay, create directory. Okay, so here are the examples, we already discussed this. So kindly take your notes and note down all the things. If you already noted means no issues. Otherwise note down, students, everyone. Then chdir is used to change the current directory to the specified directory name. Okay. Then the next one, get cwd function. That is a current working directory name will be displayed in the output. Get cwd. Okay. Then rmdir function is used to remove the directory. That is a deleting the directory. Directory is different from file. Okay, file means so any one file. Directory means that is a folder. It contains collection of files. Understood, students?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yes, good. I need responses from everyone. Students?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. What about others? Girls? Lot of students are there.
Yes.
Kindly respond me. Everyone understood? If you have any doubts, means ask me, students. Right. Then the next one, you should know about the absolute path and the relative path. This is we already saw. Absolute path means the entire path. That is from the main directory to the particular file. That entire location is called absolute path. Relative path means so any other shorter path. Okay, that file name under the one upper directory. That any related the folder is enough, so that it will check in the particular folder. Okay, then file object attributes. While opening a file, you can check these things, these attributes, like whether the file is closed or not by using closed function. Okay, so you can see here the closed function. Okay, if the file is open means it will return false. If the closed means it will return true. Okay, then encoding, it will display the encoding scheme used for the file conversion. That is a string to byte conversion. Then mode. Mode means so what mode you are used while opening a file. Okay, so this is the program. So f equal to open a dot text comma a plus. So a plus means, students, what is a plus?
Appendant, right? Appendantry.
Yes, read. Okay, read will come for everything. So this is the mode for this file. Okay, so it will return a plus. Then new lines, this will check whether this particular file contains any new lines or not. Okay, then f dot name will display the file name of the object. Okay, so f is this object refer to this file. Okay, so this will return the file name, that's all. Okay, so these are the attributes you should know. Then closing a text file, that everyone knows. See, this is the only command, just a f dot close. Okay, if you use f here, use f dot close. Suppose if you are using a here, then here you should use a dot close. Okay, any name you can use as a object, and the same name you have to use for any functions related to files and close, read, write, everything. Okay, students, understood? Everyone? Closing. Vignesh.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Vignesh, what is the doubt? Vignesh, why you are raising her hand? I don't know. Okay, right. So then reading and writing the text file. So reading means you are opening the file in a read mode and getting all the content from the file and displaying in a Python output screen. Okay, that is called read mode. Write mode means write function used to write the content into the file. Okay, students, understood?
Yes.
Students, kindly understood the difference. Read means reading the content from the file. Writing means write function is used to write the content into the file. Okay, so you should know the difference between these two. Then only it will be easy. And for writing means definitely you should use close function. Then only that the changes will appear in the file. Okay, otherwise it will not appear. That is what I told you to use the close function whenever you completed the work. Okay, and we are having different read functions. This is what we completed up to the last class. Okay, so now I will show you the programs. So kindly everyone take your notes, students. Note down all the programs and note down all the differences between different read functions. Okay, we are going to see three different read functions. Students, everyone ready?
Yes, sir.
Yes. I need everyone to maintain the classwork notes, students. Kindly understand. That is very, very important. Okay. Is the screen visible, students?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So this is a Python screen and this is the output screen, that interactive mode. Okay. So now I open the program, the same program. I am going to explain with only the programs. Okay. Kindly understand, students, the programs and note down all the things. Okay. So here I am executing from the that previous folder we already know, that is Suresh folder. Okay. Already I'm having that in the system. Why I am displaying this means, is there any other file called a.text? Okay, that is a file we are going to work with, a.text. Okay, txt. Okay, so there is no file. Okay, so this write mode will check for the file present in that particular folder. If not present means it will create a new file and will work with that particular file. Okay, if already there means it will open and work. If not present means it will create and it will write the data. Okay, understood, everyone? So now see, by using this function, this program, I'm going to teach you both the write function and the read function. Okay. So by using the string, welcome to Python. This is a string I stored in the line 1. Okay. So before that, you see, I'm opening the file in a write mode, W, only for writing. Okay. So by using write function, I'm going to write this line. Okay. Then again, the second line, see, /n, the /n used for new line. That is that the next line only it going to write the next data. That is a regularly visit Python. Okay, this one. So again, I am writing this into the file by using write function. After writing these two lines, I am closing the file. F dot close. F is the object here. Okay, F dot close. Then after writing everything, actually it not going to display anything in the screen. Okay, but if you want to read the data from the file means we have to use this one. Okay, first I'm going to use only the write function. Okay, so kindly see, if I execute this, it not going to show you anything in the output screen. Okay, so students, we executed this program, file rl. Okay, this is a file name, see, file rl, but it not showing any output here. But if you want to read the data from the file means definitely you should use read function. Okay, so again I am opening the file with the read mode r. Okay, so you have to use this kind of function, f dot read. Okay, I am using this object, I am reading the, students mute yourself. So by using this object, I am reading the file and storing in another variable. Okay, actually it will read entire content from the file. Okay, will read entire content from the file. Vignesh, Vignesh, you want to stay in the class or you want to? Don't disturb the classes, students. Students, this text will read entire content from the file. Okay. No need to stay in this class. Vignesh, you can leave. Okay, so see, text equal to f dot read. So now it reads entire content from the file. That is both the line, welcome to Python and regularly visit Python, and it's storing in the variable. And that variable will be displayed by using print statement. So what will happen? Now we are getting this entire data into the output screen. Okay, this normal output screen we are having now interactive mode that will be displayed here. Okay, so everyone note down, students. So see, welcome to Python and regularly visit Python. So this is the usage of read function. Students understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
suppose you are specifying any size inside the read function. Okay, so I'm going to specify 10. Read of 10 means it will read 10 characters. Okay. Students, don't disturb the class. Okay, so I just mentioned a read of 10. Okay, so kindly listen. It now you can see it is displaying only the 10 characters. So see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The space is the 8, T, 9, O, 10. Okay, totally 10 characters. Understood, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can specify the
Yes,
number
sir.
of characters you want to display in the output. Okay, without mentioning anything means it will display entire content from the file. Okay, so kindly note down, students, everyone, by using read function without any value and with this 10. Okay, so kindly note down everything. So noted means raise your hands. Students, only 9 people. What about remaining students? Kindly note down. Noted means raise your hands. Girls. Students, kindly come with your name. Okay, don't come with the other names or other ID. Kindly get your username password correctly and don't come as a guest also. Kindly change. Kindly get your own ID. I'm going to remove the guest and from tomorrow guest can't attend the class. Okay, I'm going to make it that. So kindly get your username password from the office. From tomorrow guest can't attend the classes. Okay, so the next one by using read line. Okay, next function is read line. So read line, what is the usage means? This read line will read one line from the file. Okay, so here one line means welcome to Python is the first line and regularly visit Python is the second line. Okay, so if you use this function means it will read the first line. Okay, so kindly everyone lower your hands, students, listen. This function will read the first line and will display in the screen. Okay, so kindly understand read line. Okay, note down the difference. Read function, read line. Okay, the next function is read lines. Okay, the plural, read lines. Okay, so kindly understand. So read line, you can see here it displays only one line. Understood, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So read
Yes, sir.
line will get one line from the file and display in
Excuse
the
me.
output screen. Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes. Who is this? Hello. Okay. Then suppose by using this you can write another line also. Okay. I am going to repeat this two steps again. Okay. So again I am going to use this one text equal to f dot read line. So what is the meaning here is the first time it will read the first line and the next Santosh. Santosh, am I audible?
Sir?
Who is another Santosh?
Sir, Max, sir, Biomax, sir.
This one. Who is this Santosh guest? You people are totally irritating me. Okay, no issues. Okay, so see, by using this first read line function, you will get the first line. So the file pointer will come to the end of the first line. Okay, so again, if you are using the next read line function, means here it will read the second line. Okay, so now I am going to execute this program. You can change the difference. Okay, students, everyone noted the program? Now in this program I used it 2 times that read line. Okay, first time it will display first line from the file. Second time it will get second line from the file. Okay, understood everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So say I'm going to execute and see the difference between the two programs. Okay, so previously you got only one line, but now we got 2 lines with say some space is there, but first time we got entire content without any new line. Okay, actually this slash n is the new line, it displaying now. Okay, line by line means it will displaying the slash line, that new line also. Okay, so kindly note down these programs. Students, actually no need to note down these things because a write function everyone know. Okay, read only we are having different kinds. Okay, read line, read and read lines. Okay, everyone noted? Noted means raise your hands so that we will go for the next one. Students, fast. Only 10. What about remaining students? Okay, very good. So lower your hands. So the next function is read lines. Okay, read lines. The plural. Okay, read lines. Kindly mute yourself. Gautam K. Who is that? Okay. So read lines. Kindly note down the usage bar. It will read entire lines. That is all the lines from the program, but it will display output as a list of strings. Okay. List. It will display as a list pattern, list data type, and every item will be a line. Okay. First line will be a first item of the list, and the second line, that entire line will be treated as a second item. Okay, so I will display this and you can understand the difference and note down. Read lines will read all the lines and display as a list of string. Okay, so you can see here, this is the output. See, square bracket you are seeing now, students. It's showing as a list of strings. Okay, first line, first item, then comma you can see, then it displaying a second item. Okay, second line as a second item. Totally it enclosing as a list. Students understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So kindly note down, students. Suppose if you don't want to show in this type of list means, we can also use another method, that is by using for. Okay, you can see in the program, students, for text in f dot read lines. Okay, then so for loop, you know, we have to give in the uh, indentation. Okay, only change we have to do here, and after this for loop we have to give the colon. Okay, so if you write like this, so you know the usage of f read lines, it getting as a list. Okay, you already know the list. Okay, so list like this one, l hello, then another item python. Okay, like this. Okay, so what will happen? It will be so it will be getting like this. Okay, hello comma python. Okay, students, understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So by using for loop, what will happen? So every time we are iterating, no, first time it will get hello, second time it will get python. Okay, so like this, here also it will treat this entire line as a first item and the second line as a second item. So it will display first item by using this for loop, and the second iteration it will display the second line. Okay, so kindly listen. This is another method of reading content by using f dot read lines. Okay, see here, first time it displays welcome to python, second it displaying regularly visit python. Okay, understood by everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, so actually we are going to complete with this, and the remaining things we will discuss in the next class. So kindly students, once again I tell you, don't mistake me. I'm not going to allow any guests from the next class. Okay, so in this today's class, a lot of guests are coming. I don't know why.